Hi everyone and welcome back to what should be another interesting matchup in this NHL Kids tournament between the Little Kings and the Little Blackhawks. On the Little Blackhawks side, goal for this game will be simple: balance offense and defense. Kings are an excellent team on offense and they can threaten at any time, but the Little Blackhawks have some great offensive weapons too, so they will need to find a way to balance offense and defense if they want a chance to get away with that game. On the Little Kings side, the goal in this game will definitely to keep the emotion level low, because remember last night, the Little Kings lost in a crucial, heartbreaking 2-1 game to the Little Bruins, where they saw their opponent come back with two late goals in the last minute of the third. And now this morning they just lost a player that had to get an ambulance to get back home. I think a serious injury for Jean-Simon Dubois. So we'll see how they will react, since it's their first game since that injury that stopped that game between the Bruins this morning. So we'll see how this one goes down.
Yeah, it's tough coming back from an injury, and it's demoralizing as well for the teammates of that player that gets injured. So it's about playing for your teammates, playing for your coaches, making sure to get the win, keeping the energy high, and just putting the puck in the net while stopping the other team from putting the puck in yours, really. So it's going to be a high-energy game between the Blackhawks and the Kings. Who are the key players you think we're looking at today to watch out for?
On the Little Kings, this will definitely be Luca Belil, because we saw yesterday in previous games where he had 2 goals in the first. He just set the tone for the rest of the game. The game goes through Belil and especially defenseman Antoine Gouraud. They can move that puck so fast, and their teammates, they just have to get in front of the slot, and usually they get the puck, they get the returns. So on their side, well, this is the players to watch. On the Little Blackhawks, I've liked Daniel Vinogradov so far. He's played a great physical game while still being able to put up some great offensive numbers. To watch too, Malik Marku, the captain. He's been dangerous and forgotten in front of the slot many times, and what could be a game changer too in front of the Little Kings net is RJ Moore. We know he's a plus size goalie, and we'll see how he faces that Little Blackhawks offense.
Yeah, and goalies right now, we have RJ Moore and Wesley Gauthier in nets for the Blackhawks. So we're going to see if the goaltenders have a heavy influence on this game. You've mentioned a lot of offensive talent as well as some key defenders there like Vinogradov, and we're going to see who could come out firing first, really, because that's really how you get the win in this tournament, putting the pressure on right away. So Blackhawks versus Kings, it should be a good one.
And for the Little Kings, avoid a physical game, because they've had a lot of injuries in previous games, and now in the last game we've had Jean-Simon Dubois left in ambulance. So you want to set the tone, set your style of play, and just to play all your skills on the table. And now the game has started, and the Blackhawks get it, and pass that was intended for Aruranatana Turgun that missed.
Quick whistle to start the game, 15 seconds in. Looks like it's going to be an icing call, and both teams are going to line up in the Blackhawks zone. So off the face-off here, off the rip, it would be a great opportunity for the Kings to put some pressure on Gauthier.
Face-off won by the Kings, but intercepted by the Little Blackhawks player that had missed that pass that led to this icing call. And Little Kings already putting pressure on these Blackhawks defenders, and they get it out, and now it's partially deflected by a Hawks player, but it still goes down all the way down the ice where Adrian Moore plays it, and the Kings reorganize in their zone. With the puck is Antoine Guo. Watch for him. He's fast. And Guo stopped. What a great first shift from Linois Areranatanatragoon, who's been fantastic. And now here comes it away. Here's Perron. He's been a great power forward in this tournament so far. And look at his speed. He isn't shy to use it. And a great save by Moore here. At counterattack, it's going to be Maxime Niuli, who was all alone by himself as Kings were proceeding to changes, and an easy save by Gauthier.
Yeah, Gauthier is not playing around. He's not letting that rebound pop up at all. Just going to freeze the puck and trust his teammates to win that face-off and get it out of their own zone.
Exactly, and two big goalies between the pipes on both sides, so you have to make them move. And on this one, Gauthier didn't hesitate to
100%.
freeze that puck.
And in our last game, we saw a lot of loose rebounds off the goalie's pad. So we're going to see if those goalies could keep the puck in check in this one.
A lot of sharp shooters on both teams. So let's see how these goals will be scored. And there's a turnover. Maxime Niuli provoked it. Niuli passes it for Debian. Belil usually doesn't miss on those kind of chances and just fanned on it. Now the Kings come right back. It's Garcia for Belil. Belil might have a chance at redemption here. Try to pass two defensemen at the same time, but here was pushed. And now a drive by Garcia. Shot that went right over the net. Counter attack for the Blackhawks. It's Gagnon. Gagnon dumped it behind the Kings net, and he's chasing for that one. Gagnon missed it, and he goes back to the Kings at attack. Niuli with a pass in front. And it was Lepage who got it away for some changes. Now the little Blackhawks come the other way. Behind the net is Tatarenkov. He's been dangerous in the last game against the Leafs. And now the Blackhawks are going back on attack. It's Vinogradov. He's big, and he has great hands. Let's see how he can use them. A shot here that missed. Battling for it along the boards. And it's right back in front. Puck was intended to go to Zach Brown, but turnover here. Counterattack for the Hawks. It's Marku. Marku in front. Tatarenkov had it on his stick. There was too many circulation in front of him. Didn't do much. And now the Kings come the other way, but miscommunication at the blue line, and Morneau had to get out. And now the Kings come right back to attack. Guo behind the net. Guo, we know he likes to get out of his position, and he does just that. Guo behind. It's back to Guo, and he drops it. Some small mistakes that have been committed by Little King star players so far, and that have cost maybe great opportunities to them. And talking about the Little King star, there was Luca Belil in front of the slot, and a great wrister that was denied by Gauthier. Belil looking for options, as there's 3 white jerseys surrounding him. Belil, great move. Gated by himself, and maybe a little too much here for him. Little Blackhawks dump it on the board. It is Jude Selly. Selly in front for his teammate Gagnon. Gagnon here. There was a dive by a Little Kings player to stop Gagnon, and a weak shot that wasn't looking like this puck had highs, and RJ Moore saw it and blocked it. And now back to the Blackhawks defense. A weak slapper from the point. And now RJ Moore was looking for the puck for a quick second, and now Blackhawks keep on controlling the play, but a pass in front that was intercepted. Maxime Niuli will get past the defender. He's all alone. Niuli with a backhand, and he was hooked, but looks like there will be no call on that play. Maxim Niuli looking at the ref and probably isn't too happy about the non-call. Now the Kings player can't keep it in their zone. Just about offside, so they dump it and they proceed to changes. So fresh blood on the ice for the Little Kings, as it's still 0-0 with 5:13 left in the first, and now a high shot by Luis Contreras.
Yeah, and great job by RJ Moore there to just get his glove on it. He didn't need to save that puck. It would have gone over the net, but he limited the opportunity for the Blackhawks to get a rebound and maybe try and put a puck on net. And a good break for both teams is there hasn't been a whistle in a few minutes. So
yeah, I was about to say it. We finally caught a little bit of our breath, as I think it's about only the second or third whistle in this game, as they've been going back and forth at it on both sides, but both goalies have been solid. And now Antoine Guo, the skilled defenseman, tries to cut through two defensemen, does just that. And now Guo behind the net. No help. Try to get it with his back end in front, but it was blocked. And now Perron the other way. He's quick with it. Cuts to the right. Perron's all alone. Perron between Moore's leg. But he was denied. And a rebound by Perron. And the puck was loose in front of the slot, but no one here to complete it. What a play by Jacob Perron, and probably best chance of the game for both teams combined. And now a great move. Digs to that defense, and Marku just scooped that defenseman, and now two great chances, and now finally a break for the Kings. It's Jalil. He comes in, a backhand, and couldn't levitate it. It is Gauthier with the save, and three great chances and no goals to come out of it.
Wow, what a sequence there by both teams. The Blackhawks had, like you said, the best chance of the game there to score with a wide open net. And then right after that, Marcoux almost scored as well. Just crazy chances by both teams. And I can't believe that it's still 0-0.
Absolutely.
After that back and forth.
Well, and now cuts in front is Newley. Newley with a shot. Not almost had Gauthier beaten, but shot just missed on the right side of the post. And now a little scrum in front of the net. Maybe some frustration by both sides, as you can't capitalize on their chances.
Yeah, and I think the referee couldn't locate the puck there, although it seemed like it was loose. Just again, to go back to that sequence, Marcoux completely undressing the defense, and then Belil almost scoring on that breakaway goal. The pressure is being applied right now, and another glove save there by Gauthier, and we'll face off again in the Blackhawks zone.
3:36 left in this first period. Still no goal to show for. And now Jalil from the face-off tries a wrister, but it never quite reached the net. Now Jalil working for that puck. Tried to get out, but he was surrounded by four little Hawks player, and now the counter-attack is Vinogradov. Lost it, and now back with it is Edwin Liu. Liu, fast with it, he has options. He has Neely around him, but Edwin Liu cuts through the fence. And again, a great chance. He was all alone in front of Gauthier, but at the last second, dropped the puck. And now Gagnon. Confusion, but the little Blackhawks get it, and a pass in front for Tatarenkov, who's watched by two Little Kings player and forced to lose the puck. But now he gets it back, and a pass that was tried in front by Gagnon, and he missed. And quick with it, there comes Guo. Guo flying all over the ice. Guo will try a wrister, and missed on the left side of the net. He's tried these kinds of shots on that ice a lot. Tried to cut by the left side. Tries to target the puck in the right corner, but can't do it once again. Guo waiting for changes to be completed on both sides as the Kings get it out, but couldn't reach Lachance, and icing's called.
Yeah, both teams with a valiant effort right now. And you know what? Not a lot of great shots on goal so far. Both goalies, Gauthier and Moore, they've been putting up a great fight against opposing offenses. Great defense too. So it's really whoever gets the first goal is going to have that momentum and carry it over into the second period.
And hard to believe that he couldn't get these great occasions, these shots on goal, since both teams are known to have really talented players on their rosters. And now the puck dumped behind the Kings net. And Lachance is going to get it out. And now it ricocheted off Lepage's stick, who thought for a second maybe he could get a breakaway, but he didn't here. And now a turnover near the red line. Puck is behind. Marco has it. Delays. A shot from the fence and a reader in front. A menacing shot from Perron. We know he has that great wrister, but RJ Moore doesn't bite on that one.
Yeah, great glove save there. He used the body as well to make sure that the rebound wasn't let up, because there's a lot of Blackhawks in front of the net looking to poke that puck in behind the pad of RJ Moore. So great job at not even giving them a chance. 1:10 left in this period. Such an even game. We'd like to see just something happen for these teams. It seems like shots have been on net. Defense has been breaking up plays in the neutral zone. Just been a back and forth game. I can't really say that there's been one team that's been more dominant so far, because every single stretch it seems like momentum shifts as we have a power play right here for the Blackhawks in the Little King zone.
And a great opportunity for the Little Hawks to get on the board before heading for the first intermission. But a short-ended attack here by Belil, who's all by himself. But now the Little Hawks come right back. Will they look to organize in their zone? Looks like they will take a shot right away, and it came from Tatarenkov's stick. We know he can be dangerous in that slot, but this time was denied by RJ Moore. Now the Little Blackhawks have it. It is Vaillancourt. Vaillancourt with it. And oh, he was hooked. Vaillancourt was hooked. And for 27 seconds in this first period, the Little Hawks will have a shot to get that first goal with the 5-on-3 opportunity.
Yeah, even going into the second period, they'll be starting off 5-on-3. This is the best chance they'll get to put the puck in the net and get that 1-0 lead.
And oh, a hit right away. And we know these referees aren't messing around with these charging calls. And it will be against Daniel Vinogradov. It's a 4-on-3 situation now.
What a way to throw a perfect opportunity right in the garbage there. We were just talking about the 5-on-3 opportunity. They would have had 45 seconds in the second period, 5-on-3, and just as the face-off comes to an end there, a big hit by the Blackhawks to make it a now 4-on-3 advantage for themselves. Only bad thing about that is they're now stuck in their own zone.
And talking about being stuck in their own zone, there's Belil, who got it to the defense and got it back, in which he took a wrister, but it was blocked. And here comes the other way, Gagnon for maybe a last chance. Gagnon can't find a teammate, and he's chased by two Little Kings players, and that's how this first period's going to end.
Yeah, and you see Gagnon trying to put the puck in the net there, and he does right as the whistle blows a second after the period finishes. But just a great game so far by both teams. Sometimes we like to see a real barn burner. We like to see teams score, but that doesn't mean it's at a 0-0. We're not witnessing a good hockey game right now. That just means that the defenses are putting up a great fight. And we'll see what happens in the second period. It's going to be 4-on-3 for 50 more seconds, and then it's going to be back to even action on ice.
And the Little Blackhawks, they had that opportunity to be on 5-on-3, and we know that in this first period, both goalies, they're big. And to beat them, you have to make them move. And on 5-on-3, you have a lot of ice to work with. And this was looking like a perfect opportunity for the little Blackhawks to, make RJ Moore move and try to trick him and into a false movement and get that goal. But now, with that penalty, they're now on the 4-on-3. Still a lot of space to work with, but would have been interesting because we know how the Little Kings can be dangerous, even short-handed. They have Guo, who likes to, do his thing. They have the Lille.
For sure, and working in open space is how you make the goalie move, like you said. And just making passes in front of the goalie's crease is the best way to get that goalie's head on a swivel. Because if you're just taking it all by yourself, trying to undress the entire defense, the goalie's going to be following you. So just making the right play.
And talking about undressing people, Antoine Guo just took down 3 Little Hawks player, and now the Little Kings are installing themselves, and Niuli with that shot right at the top of the circle, but it was denied by Gauthier once again.
Yeah, and if the Blackhawks manage to win this game, I would say player of the game so far, I don't want to jinx it, would have to go to Wesley Gauthier, because right now his glove has been great. He's been making saves with his pads. He's been great in that butterfly position as well. So far, he's keeping his team in the game right now because the Kings' offense has just come to a standstill at certain points.
Exactly, and as we're talking, the Little Kings, again, they're almost looking like they are the team on the power play, but there comes the other way. Marcoux, he's all alone on the breakaway. He comes in and he shoots, he scores!
Malik Marcoux, what a beautiful goal on the breakaway. He went right, he went left. He ended up shooting it right in between the glove and the left pad of RJ Moore. You know he's happy to put that one in the net after his sequence in the first period there, where it seemed like he took on the entire defense by himself but couldn't get that shot in. What a great first goal. What a great way to enter the goal column right now for the Blackhawks. We were just talking about how they needed one, and they got it. And if their goalie could keep this up, then that's all they really need.
And the Little Kings in previous games had scored short-handed goals more than they allowed goals on the penalty kill, and now they maybe were too aggressive on that 4-on-3, and that led to a breakaway for Marcoux, who gets the first goal of the game and gets his team on the board. And now has penalty ends. We're on 4-on-4 for about 40 seconds. As the Little Blackhawks come back the other way, there's Marcoux, who tried to slide it under Moore with a small backhand shot, but goaltender was ready for that one.
Yeah, great work there by Marcoux and Contreras trying to make something happen in front of the net. You see Jude Selly there as well, playing a very gritty game on offense, making it difficult for RJ Moore.
Talking about Selly, just won that face-off. And now the Blackhawks try to organize, but the Little Kings want a piece of that puck too. And now they dump it on a 4-on-4, and luckily this isn't called icing because this reached all the way into Gauthier. And now a turnover. The Little Kings was a player. It was Garcia who was chased by 2 Little Hawks, so no fear of a dangerous chance here. And now both teams are back 5-on-5 as we're talking, with 9 left in the second. Little Blackhawks took a 1-0 lead early in the second with a goal from Marcoux on the breakaway. And now behind is Garcia. Garcia tries to reach for Liu on the other side of the ice, but he lost it. And now Liu, a lot of pressure around him, but he gets it out. And now it's Delille. Delille gets it behind for Brown. Brown tried to backhand, but there was no teammate to get it. And now Linois Arurana Tanat Dragoon was with it, but he lost it. And now the Kings going to need a goal quick enough, and a dangerous shot by who else but Antoine Guo, who was partially blocked by Gauthier, who frees that after.
Yeah, Antoine Guo just taking the Blackhawks by storm there on that play. Looked like he couldn't be stopped, except Wesley Gauthier refused to let in that second goal of this period.
And we know how he can bring that puck all the way down from his zone to the opposing net. He is a threat. So we'll see, but we've saw also in previous games Guro's shot from the wrister from the point that was exploited a lot to deflect it in front of the net. Let's see if they can maybe use it in this one. And now a pass in front. Intended for Lachance, who took a quick shot and it was blocked. And now Jalil back in front in the slot, but it was blocked by Gauthier. From the point, a wrister, and he scored! What looked like a weak shot from James High gets through Gauthier, and we are all tied up.
Wow. James High takes a shot from the blue line there. That was a wrister all the way from almost the neutral zone, and it goes right under the blocker of Wesley Gauthier. You know Gauthier is going to wish he could have that one back. It's not a great goal to let in if you're a goalie, but a great goal to score if you're a player. You're never going to complain about a goal as easy as that. Now it's 2-0. No, sorry, 1-1.
Yeah, and James High, we weren't really waiting for him, to produce that goal, especially from a defenseman like him, but it has to come from your depth players when you're down a goal and you need a greedy goal like this one. Now fighting for it along the corner. Marco comes out with it. Marco for the Hawks. Scored the first one for his team, and now his teammate was sleeping on that near the blue line, and that created a turnover. And the Little Kings are attacking, but now the Hawks get right back to it. A pass that was intended for Dinogradov. Garcia came to fight for the puck, but the puck deflected in the stands.
We have a tied game now, 7 minutes left in the second period. So much game left to play. A brand new game for these Kings, these Little Kings that managed to claw their way back in it.
Transition game for the Little Hawks. It's to Perron. Perron, a borderline offside call, but pass in front that was missed, and now the Little Kings get back to it. Pass in front for Morneau. He missed it, and chasing for it was Lepage. And Gauthier doesn't take any chance. Freezes it.
Gauthier has been freezing that puck all game long. Like you said, not taking any chances in front of his own net. That goal that went in just before off the shot by James High, Gauthier is going to want to have that one back. He's going to be thinking about that for the rest of this game, and no doubt it's going to light a fire.
And our Garcia, Little Kings are trying more shots from the point. Maybe they saw James High and they said, well, we have to take more shots. Now a great deke by Lincoln Gagnon. Maybe the last one was a little too much for him. And now a turnover in front. Couldn't complete it. It was Selly. Blackhawks give the puck to their defenseman. A long pass that went overboard. It was intended for Selly. Again, long passes from the Hawks defenseman and a counter-attack led by Tatarenkov. Tatarenkov tried to reach for Arirana Tanatragoon, but he couldn't do it. And now some weak passes in the zone, and the Little Kings maybe getting caught lacking on defense. And now it's a turnover. Marcoux with the toe drag in the back in front, and it was blocked by Moore. And Marcoux has been all over that ice for the Blackhawks. Well, all of the Little Hawks players have been suffocating the Little Kings, who have been making a lot of mistakes. And talking about mistakes, there's a turnover, but it was turnover again, and now it's Neely for the Little Kings, but he'll be offside on that one.
Yeah, and Zach Brown didn't realize he was offside there. He thought he got back just in time, but the referee's going to blow that play to a stop. Great opportunity there by Marcoux, who could have had his second goal of the game. It seems like he just makes things happen when he gets the puck, and beautiful toe drag in front of the net. But fortunately, RJ Moore wasn't phased.
Tanner Hesko has it. We haven't seen much of him tonight, as the Blackhawks maybe trying to shake things up to get that lead, to that goal to take the lead. Puck back to the blue line. Perron will try a wrister. More denies. Now the little Blackhawks back to it. Puck was intended for Champagne, but he lost it, and this creates a Little Kings counterattack. It's Dalil. He's skating maybe less faster than usual. He's taking his time. And now Juillet gets it right back behind the little Blackhawks goal. And now he tries to get in front. He takes his own pass. And a shot that was barely stopped by Gauthier. And now the Little Kings keep attacking. It's Dalil. Let's for a defenseman. It's Guo. Guo with a wrister, and you see how quick he can shoot. But that was denied by Gauthier here. Perron looking for options. He wants to find a way to get it out, as the Little Kings are applying so much pressure that it forces the Little Hawks to dump it, and this will be called an icing.
Yeah, the Kings are doing a great job at putting the pressure on the Blackhawks defense, and they're playing with a lot of physicality too, especially their top guys like Belil, not afraid to get his gloves a little dirty there. The refs aren't calling anything, so which means that the Kings know exactly where to draw the line, because hockey's always going to be a physical sport. It's just a matter of keeping your emotions in check and not doing anything too crazy, but the Kings are really applying some pressure right now.
Indeed, but their star players, Gauthier has found the answer to them so far. And now a puck that's back in front, and they score! It is Lepage, and the Little Kings finally get the lead. Is 2-1.
Talk about applying pressure, right? Lepage exactly where he needed to be. Put the puck right in the net off the one-time rebound. Gauthier had no time to get across the crease, as he had to gather himself after getting up and making that save on the ground there. Great take, great one-time opportunity to bring this game to 2-1.
And you have to make these goalies move. And the Little Kings just learned that if you do that, you can score some goals. And now they lead 2-1 with 3:06 left in the second period. A counterattack from Lachance. What a move by Lachance. One-handed. Dragged it all the way back to him, but he lost it. And now the Little Hawks are going to counterattack. And they have the puck in the corner, but a collision removes the puck, and now a turnover by the Little Hawks, and a great move by Selly, and it came back in front, and they score! They get it right back. It's Linwa Harera Natragoon. Tie game.
And it looked like Tanner Esco may have put that puck in the back of the net as it was going across the crease, but either way, the goal might be awarded to Linwa Harera to Natragoon. A little bit of a tongue twister there. But great effort by the Blackhawks to tie it up seconds after the Kings goal. That might have been 30 seconds in between goals there. Just putting the puck on net, and RJ Moore not able to secure that rebound, letting up a loose puck. And he paid the price, 2-2.
And everyone back to square one with 2:33 left before the second intermission. Now Little Kings get right back to it, but the Little Blackhawks make sure they don't get a shot out of it. A cross-ice feed that missed, but it came back to Dalil. Dalil behind for Newley. Newley in front, and it was a occasion that was tried by Morneau. He tried to sneak it just underneath Gauthier's blocker. And now Guo intercepts a long pass, and Guo's going to do it all by himself. Guo tries to cut it to the right, puts on the brakes. Guo Tries to come back in the slot. Is blocked. Arena by Morno. It's tipped. And Arena in front and no one to get it. A back end and there was no one. And now here comes the away Marku. Marku. Again. Long turn and a pass in front. And barely missed by Medved Tatarenkov, who had a golden opportunity to put his team in front. Now Delil tried to pass him for himself. Now try to pass for Newley, but it missed, and now pass in front. That reached Champagne. Champagne try to pass in front. Meant for Contreras, but it missed. And now a miscommunication, and the Blackhawks have to get out. Delil once again. Billy with it along the boards. Digs two players. Now the Little Kings trying to apply a pressure late in the second. But with 30 seconds left, it's the Little Blackhawks who might have a last shot at a goal here. Counterattack is Vaillancourt. Vaillancourt tried to reach the defense, and now this creates a 3-on-1. Let's see, here's a shot. Tried by Lepage, and it was missed. 10 seconds left in the second period. Lachance behind the net, tries to get in the front for Lepage, it missed. And now behind that defense, maybe time for a last shot. There's a wrister and a weak shot by Henry Liu, easily blocked by Gauthier. And this is how the second period is going to end.
What a great period of hockey for both teams. We saw the first period end at a score of 0-0, 2 goals apiece for the Little Blackhawks and the Little Kings. Beautiful goals scored on both sides, gritty goals as well. You really just got to give it out to both teams. They're both playing really hard. They're both playing good hockey. It's just who could turn over the puck the least and who could put the most pressure on these goalies, because both goalies having a good game. And we'll see who comes out on top as we begin the third period. But right now, it's hard to tell who has the momentum going into the locker room.
This will stay a close game all the way to the end between the Little Blackhawks and the Little Kings. But for now, still tied 2-2. We're back in a few minutes. And we are back at it in the beginning of this third period between the Little Kings and the Little Hawks. Still a tied game 2-2. We'll see what's about to happen. And now puck was whistled and face-off at middle ice once again. Perron dumped it to the board for the Hawks, but Little Kings come right back up. Lachance gets it across for Ho. And Ho took a solid fall on the boards. And now Kings have to reorganize. Lepage has it. Lepage tried to get past the defenseman but couldn't do it, and now waiting for the help of teammates along the boards. Lepage has it. A backhand that almost could have reached a teammate, but Ho wasn't in a great position to get the puck. And now it's a turnover, and Marco was tripped. But referees judge he fell by himself. And now a call that will be a trip on Lachance, but this delay of penalty call will be denied as Delabelle just came right in the slot and rifled that one home. It's 3-2 for the Kings.
What a beautiful goal, and what a great way to start the third period, coming out strong. Belil making his presence known. He's been firing shots on net this entire game, so good for him to get one past Gauthier on the high blocker side there. Not much Gauthier could do. And now the Kings are going to go up by 1.
And last time the Little Kings took a 2-1 lead, the Little Blackhawks found a way to respond quickly. Let's see what they can do now. And now on the other side of the ice, it's Belil once again, cuts to the left. Belil missed a shot, and now the return in front. And a battle for a puck near the net. Little Blackhawks will come out of it with the puck. And now a weak pass that creates a turnover. It's almost taken by Morneau, but another turnover as it's now the Blackhawks with Morneau with a quick shot. And a long return offered by Moore, but no Hawks player could get to it. Now Marcoux with it. Marcoux looking for option. Finding along the board with the puck. Gets it to defense to Vancourt. Vancourt will try a shot, and Moore with a last second reaction. Got to it, and now Morneau had the puck on his stick, and he dumps it. Little Kings complete changes. Now Vancourt back with it with a wrister. And it goes over the board.
Yeah, that one's going to go out of bounds there. I think the Blackhawks just looking to rest up a little bit, change the lines, just refresh, reset, and try and find a new way at attacking this Kings defense. RJ Moore's had a pretty good game. Both goalies have had a pretty decent game so far. And the Blackhawks looking to just even this one up again.
And on the ice, the Little Blackhawks have sent a smaller line of forwards on the ice, so watch out for Growy. Might try to, skate all the way to the net all by himself, but now here comes the Blackhawks once again. But it's Gagnon with a long shot that's gloved by Moore easily.
Yeah, he made that look way too easy, the way he just slid across the crease there and picked up that puck. And now they're going to reset in the Kings zone. The Blackhawks looking to make a push right now, but it seems like the physicality and tenacity of the Kings offense is just too much. The defense turning into the offense for the Kings right now is really what's putting them above the Blackhawks.
And now the Little Blackhawks have been aggressive on shots in the last couple of minutes since that Belil goal especially. And now it's Lachance who will lead this attack, and
that's going to be a penalty.
Plays off. There's this penalty
on the Little Kings. That's going to be Zach Brown going into the sin bin, and there's going to be a 2-minute minor and an advantage for the Blackhawks with 8 minutes to go in this period. Great opportunity for them to tie it up. We saw them miss out on an opportunity to go up when they had a 5-on-3 power play. So let's see what they could do here right now.
Puck gets out, and for Zach Brown, it's been a tough game so far for him. He's been doing lots of great things since the start of this tournament, but right now isn't helping his team as they're now down a man. Marku in the zone for the Hawks. Lets it behind. It was for Tatarenkov. Contreras has it. Lets it behind for Vancourt. Vancourt try to get it back to Contreras, but it's a turnover. And the pass in front that was barely missed by Lachance could have resulted in a breakaway. Now a shot from a difficult angle. It was Guo. He likes those type of shots. We know it, but it missed. And now the Blackhawks in their zone with 1:11 left to their power play. Long pass. It is for Marku. Marku try to scoop it in, and now a reader shot. And a great save on Tatarenkov. And now Vaillancourt has it. Now puck is loose near the blue line, and Lachance is going to take it for the Kings and dump it for a chance to complete light changes. And now Gauthier the other way freezes it. As there was some pressure from, I think, was Lepage.
43 seconds left on the power play for the Blackhawks, and the Little Kings, a man down short-handed, are still finding a way to keep their heads in the game with their 1-goal lead.
And now let's see if the little Blackhawks can find some magic here, as Alex Perron just try to dangle in front of Antoine. No, not Antoine Guo, sorry, it was in with Liu, but now it's Perron once again, and the wrister. He likes to do things by himself, but maybe now he's got to work with his teammates, because down one with 6:15 left, Blackhawks definitely need a goal here.
Yeah, Perron's certainly a dangerous player, but there's a couple chances that he missed way above the net there, and he could have benefited from looking for that outlet pass or trying to dump the puck in front of the crease a little bit more.
And now Tanaresco missed it for the Hawks. Play whistle down. And it is going to be another call on the Little Kings. Guilty of the call is Jake Lepage, and a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Little Hawks with a little less than 6 seconds left.
Yeah, not sure what they could do with 6 seconds here, but they have 6 seconds to win the faceoff and score a goal. Up 2 men on the Kings right now, so let's see. There it is.
And now the Little Hawks win it. And now back to 5-on-4. Maybe time for a last shot. There's a shot, and it was blocked. A dangerous wrister by Tanaresco, and the Kings get it out, and just like that, you thought the Little Blackhawks' power play had ended, but they were right back at it with a full power play with now 1:32 left to Lepage penalty. Blackhawks lose the puck near middle ice. Kings ice it. And Vaillancourt gets in front. Vaillancourt, a missed puck by Morneau, and now a counter-attack for the Little Hawks. Behind, Gagnon has it, but Morneau fixes his own mistake and dumps it in. Dumps it out. Selly for the Little Hawks. Takes a wrister that didn't have much power on it. Now fighting near the Kings bench for the puck, and the Little Kings find a way to get it out with 43 seconds left to this penalty from Lepage. And when the Little Kings penalty will end, there will be exactly 4 minutes left on the board to this game. Now, offside was Linwa Areranatana Dragoon.
The Kings right now, they shot themselves in the foot after committing another penalty after almost killing the first one, but somehow the penalty kill has just been tremendous throughout this game, and really it seems like they're playing 5-on-5 even when they're a man down, which is awesome.
Behind the net, Guo. Really try one of his famous skate through the entire ice by himself. Looks like he will, but he lost it at the last second. And now Guo chasing for that puck again, and now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. So 4 minutes for the Hawks to solve RJ Moore and try to find a way to beat him. Puck is dumped behind the Kings net. Little Hawks find a way to keep it in. It was Perron at the last second. Now a pass that was completely missed by Dalil, who wasn't looking. Tanaresco looking for option. Gives it to Perron. Perron in front of the circles. Perron cuts to two defensemen. And a great shot, but a great save in return from Moore. Now Tanaresco barely keeps it in. But Lachance retrieves this puck and will take his sweet time to get it out, but maybe took too much of that sweet time because that created a turnover, and now a shot from far away, easily gloved down by Moore.
We saw a great opportunity there by Perron. He's so dangerous when he gets into the zone, and he does these quick little deke moves, cutting through the defenders like a hot knife through butter, and it just seems like he can't get the puck in the net, even though he does such a great job of getting in front of the net. He's going to need to find some magic and tie this game with 3 minutes to go.
And now Belil coming in looking for a goal to seal the game for his team. And oh, dangerous fall here as Belil was tripped by one of his own. Back the other way, here's Marcoux. Marcoux on the 4-on-3 with his Blackhawks team, but a weak shot from Vancouver. Could have been a great opportunity, but at least got to the net. Puck back to Vancouver. Vancouver will try it again. Now puck stopped mid-air by Garcia, and little Blackhawks maybe got too aggressive on that one, and trash talk after the play from Vancouver has to the box goes Vinogradov.
Vinogradov there with the hit on Belil, and Belil does a great job at selling that one. Honestly, it was a little love tap, but he fell at the right moment. He took the contact right in front of the refs, and what can you do as a referee besides call that and send Vinogradov to the box? Great play there by the Kings to go up on the power play when they've been shorthanded throughout most of this period.
And now, well, the Little Kings can play it safe and try to protect that lead, or try to get that extra goal that could seal it. Belil tries a wrister, but it was blocked last second. And now, getting to it was Selly, and Selly now, oh, what a great defensive play by Garcia, and raising his hands to the air to plead his innocence. And now Jude Selly, a great lob pass. It was for Selly. It was everybody had forgot about him, and at the last second came the Kings defenseman. Now Perron has it. Lots of players falling to the ice in the last minute. And now Perron with a great toe drag. And got a player down too. And now Perron trying to do it all by himself. We're nearing the last minute of play in this third period. The Little Kings attack, and it's Belil once again. Belil cuts in front. A great move. And kind of lost his foot here. Has the Little Blackhawks come the other way, and they're going to pull the goalie. It's going to be a 5-on-5 situation. And a shot in front by Perron. Trying to reach for a teammate, but couldn't do it. Marcoux fighting for it. Marcoux gets a clean player out of the way, but still loses it. And now a long shot directed towards the empty netter. And since the Little Kings are on the power play, well, this will be called an icing. They can't do that.
No, definitely not. A lot of sloppy play right now at the end of this game in this last minute and a half. A lot of contact, a lot of uncalled hits from both teams. So the refs are just going to let them play unless one of these players goes over the top and gets too aggressive. But for now, the refs really letting the players dictate the end of this game. 3-2. The Blackhawks are going to keep their goalie pulled going into the final 36 seconds, and we're going to look for their players to make something happen. We saw Perron doing a little bit too much on that last play, trying to toe drag after toe drag, and eventually you just got to look and put your eyes towards the net and try and feed the puck in there somewhere. You have dangerous players as well, like Marcoux on your team, who could really make things happen, like Vinogradov as well, who's actually still in the box for 20 more seconds. But you really just got to look for your teammates at this point in the game, down 1.
36 seconds left. Blackhawks definitely want to get some wristers from Perron and Varcourt near the slot and get some players in front of the net for the rebounds. Can Moore resist for the Little Kings? It's 5-on-5 hockey with 36 seconds left. Behind the net. Now, Little Blackhawks are first on it, trying to control puck. Marco in front, it was missed. Varcourt has it at the blue line. A wrister, and Marco tried to deflect it, but it was gloved by RJ Moore. 9 seconds left to the Blackhawks penalty and 25 seconds left to this game.
It's hard to tell if that puck was going to go in if RJ Moore didn't snatch that out of thin air, but either way, that might have been the save of the game, just stopping play when things got dangerous in front of his net.
And Antoine Gouault here lost the puck, but Belil gets it right back, and the Little Blackhawks aggressive on it, and now 5-on-5 hockey with 13 seconds left. Little Kings get it out. Vaillancourt has it. Keeps it inside. 8 seconds left, but Belil controls it, and he finds a way to dump it all the way down, but it's whistled. Timer was stopped a little late, but if it doesn't change, there will be a second. 1.7 seconds left on the board to maybe get a shot. Marcoux tried to shoot it right off the face-off, and this game looks like it's going to end on this note. The Little Kings steal that one, 3-2 on the Little Blackhawks here, and they keep on dominating, and the Little Blackhawks fought back, but a little too late in the end.
Yeah, such a gritty win for the Little Kings. We saw the game, the first period ended 0-0. The second period ended 2-2, and it was the one goal in the third period that really made the difference by Belil, one of the stars of the Little Kings. And just you got to give it out to both teams. Both of these teams played very well and have a good chance of doing well throughout the rest of this tournament.
And for the next game coming up, we have a great matchup that's awaiting us between the Little Blues and the Little Penguins. It's been harder in this tournament for the Little Penguins. They've made a trade to, maybe try to change some things up in their team, but they're facing a great opponent in the Little Blues. So let's see how this one will go down. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes.